Hey guys, Tina here and welcome to another video. Today I will be presenting you with my 2020 reading goals. I know that it's slightly late in January already, but still they're very much valid. The year has barely begun and I'm well on my way to achieving some of them at least, which makes me really happy. And I do want to share them with you despite the lateness of this video. The last few years I have not been enjoying reading a lot. I have been reading, sort of forcing myself to read, but I didn't quite enjoy it. This year, the feeling inside me it's different. I'm very much enjoying reading. I'm mostly listening to books right now, which seems to be the way that I will probably be doing it throughout the year. I have a baby, and I guess I don't always have the time to pick up physical books. So reading while listening is actually the best option for me right now. So I'm gonna continue doing that. As to my goals, the first one is obviously the Goodreads reading goal, and for that I initially posted that I'm going to be reading 52 books, but then I upped it up to 60 because there's another reading challenge that I'm participating in, and that one requires me to read 60 books, so it makes sense for me to actually put in that number. So hopefully I will achieve that. Last year I read less than 50 books, which is the worst reading year ever since I have been recording the number of books that I've been reading, and hopefully that is going to be better this year. So far so good, so I'm really happy. So the next goal, that is maybe one of the most important ones, is for me to actually finish some series that are completed and that I own in their entirety, or there are a few in that are actually concluding this year and I definitely want to get to because I'm obsessed with them. So I figured I'm going to read those for sure and finish them, so I'm good with that. So the first series that I would like to finish is the Throne of Glass series. I still haven't picked up the Kingdom of Ash, the last book in the series, and I have to do that because I want to, well, actually see how the series ends and as well get that off, check it off and be done with that series. I have enjoyed it for the most part, maybe not the last book. I mean the last what was the Empire of Storms. I didn't like that one as much, but I did enjoy the rest more or less. So I'm really looking forward to see how these characters end up, and hopefully I will enjoy it. Then I decided to finish the trilogy The Folk of the Air by Holly Black, and I already completed that one. I had to read The Wicked King and The Queen of Nothing, and I did that already this year, so I'm really happy with that. So that one is off my list. Basically, then I have The Legends of the First Empire. I'm caught up with that series. The first 4 books are out. That's a series by Michael J. Sullivan, I should point it out. Anyway, so the first 4 books are already out, and the last 2 are coming out this year, and I will definitely be picking those up because I really love that series. So that's not going to be a problem. Then I have Truly Devious series by Maureen Johnson. I still have to get to the last book, which is coming out this month. Is it already out by the time this video is up? No, no, I'm not sure, but I will get to it. Then I have Stream Riders by Sarah Raj. That's a duology by her, and I read these Rebel Waves. I think that's the first book, at least what the first book is called. I read that one last year, and I will get to the second one this year at some point. Hopefully, probably very soon, probably in February, honestly, because there's only one book. Why postpone and delay the what I want to achieve, actually? So yeah. Then I'm currently listening to the Fallen Kingdom series by Morgan Rhodes. I've had the first 3 books for ages now, honestly, and I have never picked them up. And I decided that I want to give them a go and see whether or not I then, after those 3 books, want to continue on with the series. And I definitely wanted to do that. So I'm currently listening to the last book. So that series is going to be done in January as well, which is, wow, really good. And I will probably actually get the physical copies as well after that at some point, because I really enjoyed the series and I actually see myself potentially one day rereading it. And then I also have to get to His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. I listened to Northern Lights last month because I wanted to get to the TV series that is out, and I enjoyed it enough to want to continue. So obviously I'll have to read The Sudden Life in the Amber Spyglass. Then I have Stranger Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I still haven't gotten around to reading Muse of Nightmares. That will also require me to reread the Stranger Dreamer, which I did enjoy. Laini Taylor's writing is sometimes a bit too flowery for me, so yeah, I heard mixed things about Muse of Nightmares, so fingers crossed that I enjoy it, or I'll just have to DNF it. But it's such visually, those two books are so beautiful. So it's hopefully I will enjoy it and I will be able to keep them. Then have a duology, Eon Iona by Alison Goodman, which I've had for ages, literally ages. Still haven't gotten around to reading it, so I will be picking that one up. And the last trilogy that I want to get to is the Lycanis trilogy by James Islington. I've read, oh, An Echo of Things. No, it's not. It's The Shadow of What Was Lost. I think that's what the first book is called, and I'm currently rereading it, but I just am foggy on the title for some reason. Anyways, the first two books have been out for a while, and I never got around to reading the second one, even though I owned it since it came out, because the third one kept being pushed back. It was supposed to come out in August of 2018, I think, and then it got pushed back to December of 2019. So now it's out. I own it, and I will be getting to reading this trilogy in its entirety. I have been itching to reread the first book for a while now, so I'm really happy that now I'm able to do that. There's also another series that I will be reading throughout the year. Probably I will not finish it this year because it's a huge series, and that's The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. I will be rereading the first 4 books, which I already read previously. I have a video about them on my channel, and if I remember, I will link it up in the card symbol. And I have really enjoyed these books, and now I want to continue on with the series because I do want to see how it finishes. There's also a TV series coming out at some point, so I want to be, I guess, caught up. I want to know what it's about, how it ends, and everything. So I'm really looking forward to that one. I probably will be listening to those or combining the reading and listening because they're huge monsters of books. And yeah, so that's about the series. Some might change. I might put in some other series and switch something, but that's the ones that I really want to focus on, and hopefully I'll do that. If I read anything else aside from those, I will be very happy as well. Then I have some books that I need to read because I've owned them for a while, or just some books that I feel like I need to read. Some of these that I'm going to list here briefly have been on my yearly TBRs for a few years now, so I think it's time that I get them off the TBR list for forever. So the first one is Ernest Cline, Ready Player One. Still haven't read that one, owned it forever. Philip K. Dick, The Man in the High Castle. I tried reading this one for twice now. So hopefully this one, the third time is a charm, and I will get it done. And then I have Anthony Doerr, All the Light We Cannot See. It has been on my TBR ever since it came out, and I'm currently sort of listening to it. I'm actually focusing on other books, but that's going to be a priority soon-ish. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it in January, but hopefully. Well, don't mind my hair. It's all over the place, but still, that's not the focus of this video. Then I have Julian Fellows, Belgravia. He is somehow involved in the Downton Abbey series, so I don't know. I figure I'm going to enjoy the book. Then I have Tanner French, In the Woods. Tessa Grotton's The Queens of Innisleer. Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Noor by Susanna Clark. Homegoing by Yagassi. Tim Hall, Shadow of the Wolf. That Inevitable Victorian Thing by E.K. Johnston. On Writing by Stephen King. Eric Larson's The Devil in the White City. I watched this documentary about H.H. Holmes, whether or not he's also Jack the Ripper. Could he be both? And I don't know, I've heard about this book way back, I don't know, 3 years back, and I bought it and I want to read it now. Then I have 2 books by Brandon Sanderson. They're both novellas or a collection of novellas. So the first one is Snapshot, and then I have The Many Lives of Stephen Leeds, which is his collection of the Legion novellas, and I'm currently also listening to that one. And then I have The First 15 Lives of Harry August by Claire North, and I've owned it basically since it came out, so shame on me. Then I have By Gaslight by Stephen Price. I got this one just, I don't know, I found it, I saw it in a bookstore here in Ljubljana, and I just felt like picking it up, and I did, and I obviously have not read it. Then I have The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I want to get to that one because I've heard really good things about it, and back when her The Bone Season series started coming out, I was really excited about that one. I really enjoyed the first book, but then those books are coming out really sporadically, so I gave up on that series. Maybe at some point I will get to it because it's going to be 7 books and 3 are out currently, so maybe one day I will get to that one once there are more books out, because I really did enjoy the first one, but I don't know. Well, I've also heard mixed things about the other 2, so I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. Then the last book that is on my TBR, yearly TBR, is Andy Weir's Artemis. I really enjoyed The Martian, and I want to get to this one as well. Then I have this 2020 reading challenge that I found online. I will link the link down below. I will, well, put the link down below. And it's this reading challenge has 5 levels, and each level has 12 prompts for you to fulfill. And obviously, I think that the correct way to go about this reading challenge is to go from level 1 to level 2, blah blah, you know, that way. I'm not going to be doing that. I will have basically filled all of the prompts for all 5 levels with books that I want to read, and I will just go how I feel about it. I'm not going to go from level to level. Maybe 1 year I will try to do that, because I think that's the right way, and it's a challenge also to do it that way. But right now I don't feel like doing it that way, so I will be doing that my way, I guess. I'm not gonna go through all the prompts right now, because you can check it out in the link, or you know, if I post it, hopefully. So that's one of the things that I want to get through as well. And then I have the last thing that I want to actually get through this year is read the arcs that I own, that I have been given very kindly, and you know, I still haven't read them. And most of these books, well, no, all of these books already out, have been out for a while. So I think it's high time that I actually get around to reading them and posting my reviews for them. So that's basically the last and very important challenge for myself to be doing. Is that correct? Probably not, but forget about it. So actually, those are all the goals that I want to achieve this year. Hopefully I'll get through the majority of them. You know, I don't know. Maybe I will. I don't know. These days, my time is not necessarily my own, so I'm not sure from day to day how my reading is going to be. And yeah, let me know down in the comments if you have some goals for yourself, if you have set some goals for yourself, and what those are. And thank you for watching this video, and see you in my next one. Bye.